Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. All right. We'll share and let everybody know that we're live. Yay! Yeah. It's looking good. Are you ready? All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight with Birth and Breastfeeding Alliance for our virtual Latch On SA 2020. We've got Compost Queens here tonight with us to talk to us a little bit more about why compost. So go ahead, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Alma and I'm with the Compost Queens. We're a local startup here in San Antonio and the surrounding areas. And we collect food waste from all over the city, from commercial and residential settings. We transform that food waste into compost, which is a wonderful, rich, organic material that is great for soil. And we return that compost to local farms and gardens, some of which are Talking Tree Farm and Garcia Street Farm over on the east side. Yeah, and so the problem with putting your food waste in the garbage is that it ends up in landfills where it unfortunately turns into CO2 and methane. So by composting, I'm gonna just move. So by composting, we actually limit that kind of emissions from the landfills. And like through composting and regenerative agriculture, we can actually take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and put it into the soil where it was originally before we took it out into the atmosphere. So in addition, it's crazy. We've lost 1/3 of farmable land in the last 40 years due to poor soil health. And composting is amazing at fighting some of those things that that do that, like erosion and poor water penetration. And so by composting, you actually regenerate that soil health and revitalize water systems. Plus, you get to grow healthy food, healthy organic food for our community. So also, like the average family wastes about $1,600 worth of food every year. So that money that's wasted can actually just be put into back into our community, back into our environment, because we want to feed the soil because it feeds us. So we offer commercial and residential services. We have a couple of different options, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But what makes us unique is that we do Bokashi composting. So this here, the jar in the picture, is Bokashi flakes. And this is what we use with the food waste. So this is a coffee chaff that we get from local coffee roasters here in San Antonio. We ferment it with molasses and our homegrown mix of microbes. And so when you add this to the food waste, you actually like waken all of the microbes in here, and they start going to town and eating and digesting the food waste, fermenting it. So this all happens in a 5-gallon enclosed container. So you're not going to have, because it's fermented, you're not going to have too big of a smell. It's going to be more vinegary or yeah, a little bit sweeter than if you were to do it without it. You're also not going to get any pests with this kind of anaerobic, no oxygen environment. Bugs can't get in, bugs can't get out, so they can't grow. Plus, the Bokashi doesn't really allow really any other molds or any bad bacteria to grow. So really all of like when people think about composting, it's generally like you tried it, bunch of bugs, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And with this Bokashi composting, you can include everything. You can include meat products and dairy products, all solid foods from the kitchen. So here we can go on. So yeah, so you can include eggs, meat, dairy, seafood, coffee filters, vegetables, fruits, grains, cooked and raw food, paper goods, just no grease, no like straight grease from the kitchen or liquids is really the main things that we tell people from the kitchen you can't include. But people have used Bokashi compost even for pet waste as like a way to compost or to limit the smells for pet waste in your like cat litter box or in your chicken bed. So yeah, let me see. So we have two options. So Bokashi makes it really easy for people to compost at home because of all the reasons I just mentioned. But we wanted to make it a step easier for people who, who don't have a lot of space to do this at home or don't have the time or the interest, but still want to take advantage of all of the amazing things that composting does for our society and for our community. So we offer pickup services and drop-off services. Both include a Bokashi composting kit. The difference is that for pickup, we come out once a month and we pick up your full buckets and we give you a new kit for the following month. And then with drop-off, you would actually take your kit to one of our drop-off locations, which we currently have one at Ecocentro, the Impact Guild, the market stand at Behind the Oaks Farm, Wong's Bodega, one in Bernie at the Cibolo Nature Center, and we're working with Gardopia to build another one this month. So yeah, you would just bring it there as often as you need it and return your materials, to exchange your materials at one of our drop-off sites. And with both of the options, you would get compost, like finished compost, ready for your garden twice a year for planting season. So in February and then in August, you would get compost back. With all of our service, we offer a 2-week free trial. So there's really no risk at getting involved. So you can see how it works for you and how amazing Bokashi is and get set up that way. Yeah, and so then for our more adventurous clients, we offer a DIY Bokashi home composting kit. So this includes everything that you need to compost at home. It's really great for gardeners or people with kids or people who want to utilize all of the benefits of Bokashi in their soil at home. So it's really great because you're working out of these 5-gallon buckets. You don't need a lot of space. And again, with the smell and the pests, there's nothing that will be too problematic in getting started. That's what a lot of beginner composters will gripe with, is that it's just a mess before you can really get going. But this kind of eliminates all those problems. Plus, so the other reason that Bokashi composting is so amazing is that we're pretty much growing all of the beneficial microbes that plants need to thrive. So it acts like using the Bokashi fermented foods in your garden. It's like a probiotic for the soil. So you're introducing all of these microbes that are going to help break down nutrients, protect plants from disease and pests, and just really enhance your soil texture and function. So you can find those ones you can buy that online at the Pearls Farmers Market curbside pickup. We also sell Bokashi flakes there and at the Farm Connection San Antonio. And you can also contact us. With our services, you can just find our website. We'll have a slide showing it's just compostqueenstx.com. And you can sign up from the site and we'll get you started. We have some other services. So for gardeners and community gardens, we offer a soil enhancement service where we come out and we help you integrate Bokashi fermented food scraps in your garden or in your yard to help with the soil health. We also offer a compost consultation. So we use Bokashi compost, but we also use a traditional like compost pile method. So we got all our bases covered if you want to get your compost started at home. We also offer workshops and webinars for community gardens, for groups, educational, for people who want to learn about soil and the importance of soil and composting. We also offer the food scraps for chickens. Chickens love Bokashi fermented food scraps. And we also offer compost this twice a year when it's available after our clients get it. So I think that's all I've got on my end. I'm wondering if there's any questions.
All right, I'm coming back from mute on my end. That was really great and informative. I loved the, it's a probiotic for the soil. That's
Yeah, exactly.
a great way to think. I don't see any questions in the chat, but I will put that website and then your social media links in there as well. Do you want email as well in there too, or do you feel just going with the website and
Yeah, we can do all of it here. So it just depends however people feel most comfortable reaching out. Oh, except I've got this wrong. It's TX. One second. Oh, well, yeah. So it's compostqueensdx.com.
make sure we get that on there? Compost Queens TX. Oh, okay. Are you gonna get ready to say bye-bye and say thank you? No, I know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I am gonna turn off